guys. Well, as you can see, the LA150 is finally back from our long winter maintenance session. My uncle drove her back here on Saturday. Today is Monday, and she's all ready to go for the 2013 mowing season, and I'm excited. I'm not sure how she's going to do. We'll see. My uncle fixed a lot of things up on her. A lot of problems that I was having before that you could have probably seen in my past videos. So he brought her up to the shop in early January and got them all fixed up, and then brought her back here on Saturday. And I'll show you guys what he did. Well, he did it the typical maintenance. He changed the oil and sharpened the mirror blades. You can see here, and then I'll go under the hood. Now, as you guys may know, I was having problems with low power, and that's because with the motor, the Briggs motor, the valves got out of adjustment. And I mean, I've had the tractor for 5 years. It's 6 years old, so the valves hadn't been adjusted for. You can see the bit of oil it got on the valve covers there, but the valves were off by like 0.005 of an inch, which is unbelievably small, but it actually made a lot of a difference. So he adjusted them to 0.010 of an inch, so it hits top dead center on the compression stroke. And now, because the valves were adjusted, it freed up the automatic compression release, which this motor has, and the ACR was actually the reason that we thought we had the dead starter. It would turn when you turn the key once. It tries to crank it over. You wait for a few seconds and then cranks it over. That's actually a problem with a lot of these Briggs motors. We thought this whole time it was a dead starter, but it actually wasn't. The compression release got so tight that it made it hard for the starter to turn over. So now that the valves are adjusted, the compression was out of it, so it wasn't as tight. Now it's easy. It starts pretty easily, not at the touch of the key, but still pretty easily, and it runs pretty darn good too. I got the batteries fixed. You guys know I used to have to plug the battery in every time I wanted to use it. Then I switched to having to take the fuse out. Well, now it's actually been fixed. We finally got a good screw and nut to hold the negative cable on. And now, for this one, my uncle actually did it automotive style. He drilled a hole in the terminal in the battery, put the cable on it, and then stuck the screw through. That's how they usually do them. I'm surprised they do them this way. This is not the original battery. This is a Napa battery. But, so now the battery is actually on there. And last time I was having trouble starting it, I actually melted the terminals because the battery was loose and sparking. And he actually, in doing that, he actually got the starter solenoid fixed too. So now there's nothing to drain the battery, because as you can see, I've been letting it sit for the past few days with the fuse in and the battery plugged in. So that's good. Here's the other valve cover that he took off. It was leaking oil. You can see it's very greasy, but that's no problem. So he had her all clean, then he was driving her home and got her stuck in the mud over, I can't zoom in there, but over in the field there. He got stuck in a rut and there was mud all over the deck, so we cleaned it up. And it isn't perfect, but you guys can see I got a new steering wheel spinner knob for the steering wheel, because these tractors don't have power steering like a lot of the newer ones do. So I got that for Christmas, actually, and I just put it on today, and it turned out really nice. It's nice and easy. It'll make it nice and easy to steer. My uncle greased up all the wheel spindles, the deck spindles, and everything on the tractor, so it's ready to go. He was going to go over the transmission, but it's a sealed unit. You're supposed to. John Deere does not recommend changing the transaxle oil on these machines because they say it isn't required. But these transaxles are notorious for being very weak, and they lose power about 100. Once you get a little after 100 hours, and my tractor's got about 127 hours on it right now. So yeah, I don't know if the transaxle is going to last this entire season, but we were going to check the oil. But if it goes out, then we'll just take it apart and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. So then go up on the seat. right in the spot. It's nice and comfortable. It's not exactly the right logo, but I mean that's the 1968 John Deere logo. But then here, I actually didn't show it in any of my other videos, but the throttle lever actually snapped because I mean it's a plastic piece and it was cold outside, and I was out mowing with it, and I went to push it forward. I hit it too hard, and the piece just broke. And you can't. There's like a disc in there, a disc for the throttle and a disc for the choke, and you can't buy like these new discs. So my uncle actually just went to the dealer and he ordered a whole new plastic piece for that, and just took the old one out and bolted this one right in. It's got new cables too for the throttle and the choke, one to the governor and one to the carb. You see, that just mounts up under there like that. So that's really all we've done to it. It's looking pretty good. So now that the valves are adjusted and she runs pretty good, hopefully she won't give me problems with low power, but we'll see. So I'll go ahead and start her up for you guys. Choke. I'll give it about half throttle. Runs pretty good. Nice and quiet. I'm not a fan of Briggs Stratton motors, but this one's alright. The newer ones that they use aren't as great. The ELS series, I've heard about lots of problems with them. And don't mind the uneven running. It is really cold. Yep, so there's the LA150 for you guys right now. She's good to go for the mowing season right now. I don't know if she'll hold up till the end of the year. It'd be nice if she did. The K46 transaxle, like I said, I don't think that's going to hold up, but mowing like 4 lawns a week, maybe, probably even more. I don't know how this is going to hold up, but we'll see. So there she is for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Take care.